Hey folks, it's Steve in Ukraine and I'm in the greenhouse and it's a scorching 50°C, just under. And today I'm going to do some planting of cabbages and stuff. More importantly is dealing with these cucumbers. So this is my experimental area. I've got bush cucumbers, they're doing very well. They're starting to show signs of disease. And there's an ant there, as you can see. Love ants because they are feeding on the red spider mites that we can't see, but they are there. And there's a moth there. Hope that gets eaten. But as you can see on these leaves, on the climbers, they're getting furry and hairy. The blotches are from the spray, accidental spray from the underground water, the water that's in the tank. So what I do is I put a bit of sodium chloride in there, a bit of bleach, and that's hopefully going to kill some bacteria that might be present. But as you can see, they're going well. They're taller than me. I'm 183 and it's probably about time to stop them growing now. But I have the red spider mite larvae all over my plants, my leaves, and you can feel that they're diseased because they're furry. They've got this fur to them and they're being attacked, and there's some yellowing. And so yellowing can often be too much or too little water, or it can be disease. Well, bearing in mind that cucumber plants love heat and they love water, and presumably if they have heat they need water more than usual. So I've got these beautiful cucumbers growing everywhere. So I need to deal with this. There are 3 different varieties from here to here to here. And it's doing very well, but this is the first obstacle. I may have planted them all too close together in my ignorance as a YouTube gardener. But I've chopped out lots of leaves lower down. I've got more to do. There's some branching off that I've cut off, and you can see from the leaves they have holes in them. There are beasties enjoying my cucumbers, and it's got to stop because I want lots of these. And so what I've done is I mixed up washing up liquid, fairy, with some olive oil, extra virgin because it's all I had, and some bicarbonate of soda. And this is very good. I'm going to spray them with a light spray, and this is very good at washing off eggs or beasties. So these red spiders are attacking everything, and every morning or whenever I come across them I have to kill them, and they are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. So this is going well. This is the first time I've felt that these plants are threatened by anything. This is, as you can see, I planted more. So cucumbers are great in a greenhouse. These are doing well. These peas were a disaster. If you remember, this was all supposed to be peas. So I moved what came up and I put them here. So I got this, you see these spider webs from the red spiders. And these were supposed to be a whole bunch of peas. But these are doing well. These are runner beans. But peas and runner beans I had problem with last year. You can see how tall they are. This variety is doing okay. These are doing very well. These have not been attacked by spider mites so far, and they love water in any way. So these get sprayed with a mist. Takes a long time, and I don't have an automated process. But so these are looking like they're about to die, but they're not. These are where I've thinned out paprika up there. These will pick up and start again. They've only been there for 2 to 3 days. These were all thinned out plants. Oh, I missed one. Look, there are 2 there. So what I've been doing is I've been thinning them out where there are 2 or 3 altogether. Well, hopefully they come they recover, but it is much hotter than when I planted these and those up the end. So you can see lots going on. The heat batters some plants. Got to be careful with these, the Swiss chard and the cabbages up there and the carrots. They need a lot of water. I got a random cauliflower growing here. Look at that beautiful cauliflower. These 3 plants were supposed to be up there, but I've already mentioned before that the toads that are out at night, I think that seeds get stuck to their feet and they're wandering around with it. The transplanting of Gennadi's aloe is going on. I'm cautious because I want to make sure that there's a very high rate of survival for them when I move them. These are zucchini. These are all going to start producing for me. And the aubergines are slow. They are so slow. I've been adding extra water to them, and I think there's a benefit, but they're just incredibly slow. But they've got months, as long as they provide fruit by summer. And the cucumber seeds that I got, in some of the gaps I've been planting some more cucumber plants. I got them from Metro, and they were amazing. They were like, boom, 48 hours. Steve, here I am. Beautiful little plant. These were planted probably 3-4 days ago. 5 days maximum. And you look how strong a variety they are. I'm pretty sure they're bush. But I've got strings everywhere from last year. Or I can add strings. It's easy. It's just staple gun and a roll of string and some timbers, as you can see. So it's going well. Needs a lot of water now. The spinach is doing very well up there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see. There's going to be lots of spinach. Spinach is easy to grow. It just needs water and good soil. So these seeds were planted 10 days ago and they popped up through beautifully. I've got more seeds left over, so where there are gaps where there wasn't a seed, I'm going to fill those with the seed. Again, it's probably the toads that have moved, and they'll probably pop up somewhere else. So paprika is flowering. There's some bees on it. I've started opening windows. That's good and bad. It means you get some draft through, keeps the temperature a bit lower than the 50, but it means that the good and the bad insects come in. So you get the bees in. I want the wasps in. I had 2 wasp nests last year. I want another wasp nest, at least one, because they eat insects. So I need a balance of insects of different kinds, different types. So these are also paprika I thinned out. This is planted with cabbage now. I've learned my lesson. They were all too close together. There you go. There's a spider, one of the red spider rascals that I missed this morning. They are laying their larvae everywhere. So they've got to keep them under control. Paprika is very strong. There's not a lot that spoils paprika. You get insects that eat them. You see sometimes there are holes in the leaves. But you don't see a lot of spider webs, if any. So spiders, you can see these moths everywhere. Spiders don't seem to be all that taken with paprika plants. So these are starting to fruit, flowering, and in places they've flowered and with their fruiting. You see the holes in the plants? These swines have been eating my plants. So I've got to work with nature. I need a balance of insects. I need my friends, the praying mantis, back. Can't wait till it's their turn. So, but I have at least a dozen toads, and toads eat about 100 insects each per night. So I think I stood on a toad. They're a bit overly friendly. When you wander around, they come out. So this looks like a mess. This looks to you and me. This is a pile of mud, sticks and stones, and a big hole down there with lots of stones in it. That is Toad Mansion. I'm trying to get them to inhabit the space so that I know where they are, so that I don't stand on them. But if I go up there and I hang around for 10 minutes doing something, you'll find there are toads, and you can jump up and stand on one, which I don't want. So greenhouse day, lots to do. I got a couple of generators coming tomorrow from my friend Herman in Moldova. And these leaves, you have to get rid of them. You have to get them outside, because apparently there's a pheromone released when a cucumber plant is damaged, and it's a magnet for insects. So a bit disappointed that I've got this disease, but I need to nurture these plants. And it seems to be, as a Google YouTube gardener, it doesn't look that difficult. It just needs me to chop off leaves that are under attack, which adds strength to the overall plant. And so that's not entirely a bad thing. So learning how to do it. Got my water, that's just where the water comes in. I've got the new pump for the water well. I've got a pump in here, a submersible pump that when I'm watering, it pumps. It's a bit too high a pressure. I could have got a lower one, but I don't know about these things. I've connected a ball valve, so if the well dries out, because I hammer it a couple of times a day, at least, well, 3 to 4 times a week, and that's going to go up. So the rate of consumption of water is going to go up. But this tank overnight should top up with town water, and I put a little bleach in it. So there we go. That's what I'm up to today. I got those 2 generators coming tomorrow, Nova Posta from Herman. And I've got to think about what to do, though. I think the brigades are stuffed. I hope they are stuffed with generators. They're 2 small ones, 2.5 kilowatt, and maybe I will give my 6 kilowatt to keep a 2.5, and so I'll have a 2.5, I don't know, some sort of configuration. But thank you, Herman, for sending those. Very gratefully accepted, and they will go to a home that's desperate for them. As you all know, if you're watching what's going on in Ukraine, they are the Russians. Last night, the Russians hit us. It was a big salvo of missiles and drones. A lot of them were shot down. However, a lot of them got through, and their destination was infrastructure, electrical generating infrastructure again. So the swines haven't learned anything. Like, it's a beautiful day, get a life. Pustane, you got 16 palaces, you got vineyards, you got a big collection of watches and Italian suits, and you got 2 or 4 huge yachts. Enjoy yourself, you clown, you fucking idiot. Get out there and enjoy yourself. Life is beautiful. Enjoy it. You only have the one. Look at it out there, how stunning it is. Enjoy the life. That's what life is all about. It's not about what you're doing. Anyway, Steve from Ukraine. This area here, I bought some more border, and I'm going to border it off. There's a border. This area here, and I'm going to turn it all over and prepare it, get rid of the weeds. As you can see, the peas are finished. The peas are finished, snow peas, And we're going to get some children from the city to come and plant some cucumber seeds. These seeds are like, boom, thank you, Steve, for putting me in the ground. And that's half full, that packet there. So we're going to grow for you. Thank you, Steve. And this one is half full. So lots of cucumbers, very different varieties. And the idea is, you know, children in the cities, there's a total disconnect between where food comes from. So the idea is, plant yourself a cucumber seed, and I'll keep you posted how it's going. Steve in Ukraine, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.